Hello, amazing and beautiful Minecrafting fam, and happy, wonderful hump day! Even though it has not been too happy for me, where's that camel? Welcome back to the Minecrafting Doc channel. My name's Caridad. I am your Mind host, and as you can see, we're back in my craft room. I am an LMHC, and I have a doctorate in counseling psychology. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for taking the time for those wonderful thumbs and doing some of that on that bell, even though my arm is killing me. I had a lot of different plans on different things to talk to you a while back, but life has done what it does. You know what it does sometimes? Knocks you on your, I should have a beep, beep, beep. Yeah, knocks you on your ass. So, but knocked on my ass pretty hard. So, share a little bit of that with you. Before I go there, just always, like always, I want to share. We had, I went to a Halloween card making fest, which I love to do with Judy. Thank you so much, Judy. And we had a churro treat instead of a trunk or treat, churro treat. And this, we had many different treats. Now they were all put out, so I don't know who did what, but there was a few that I loved, and I also loved this one a ton. Look at that. Is that not the cutest? Those two little wonderful girls and this beautiful food, and it's my favorite. Oreos. I like them sometimes. Why not? So I wanted to share with you what has happened that I have been knocked on my so me and my family have been waiting since 2017 to take my mother's ashes to her final resting place, which she requested per my beautiful nephew, Dimitri. I really am challenged in believing him, but okay. He said grandma wanted to go there, so we did. So 2017, my mommy passed away. I have been doing some, I do grief therapy, go to therapy, work on that. Also, my support system, talk to my husband, my sister, my family, when we miss grandma / mom. And my mom, she was the glue, literally the glue that kept our family like this. No matter what, she's quite amazing. So, time to take her. We finally got it all done. My nephew found some great deals. We could all get together at the same time. Money has been a challenge. And also we all live in different places doing our own things. So coming together after, it was, it brought up some stuff that I was not expecting. I really thought it would be smooth sailing. I don't know why I thought that. This is the most precious person, one of the most precious persons in my life, my mom. We were beyond that and then some. And I just started missing her. I had moments of crying, and then I had moments where I had some guilt moments, and I shared with you the importance of swiping left on the guilt. Zero guilt. We're already missing folks. Why do we guilt? And I also was starting to think, things like, I wish you were here. How has this happened? I don't think I could make it without you. All these thinking that came about. So that caused some malfunctioning in the mind. And I believe that occurred that hard because I think a week or two before that, I had re-injured. As I told you, you saw me wearing my neck brace, and I re-injured my right arm, which I am right-handed. Then it affects my right side of my neck, which then goes down the right side of my back and then my low back, and it causes like really bad pain, and then all of it gets pain, but mainly my right side. And then I can't do anything with my right arm, and then I wasn't getting sleep because I can't lay on it, lean on it. It was all hurting horribly, and then I couldn't shower. There were so many things. Brush my teeth. I had to go lefty, and I'm not a lefty, so it made it really hard. Combing my hair, all these things. Even raising my arm right now, the pain goes all the way. I mean, it's just tough. So I believe that when the body and the mind are both malfunctioning at the same time, it is not a good place to be. And then my mind was saying, oh my God, you practice all these tools. You're a mental athlete. You should mat yourself. You've been macking yourself. You've been doing all these things. Mental athletic training, mental athletic coaching, all these things you do, and nothing is working. What the heck? This stuff doesn't work. And that's not what was going on. It's when we're hit from both sides. Not just that, my eyes have also been malfunctioning, and my eyes are unfortunately my kryptonite. It's just like Superman. Those of you who know Superman, kryptonite completely can kill him and then some. That man of steel becomes a man of mush. So I have become mushy because my eyes, when they are challenged, and the more they get challenged, plus it's my fear, I don't want to go blind. Who does? And it just creates all this intense not doings. So being challenged from all three portions, that's why, and I know the eyes are connected to the body, but unfortunately me and my mind separate that. So having mind and body, and then my eyes, hit me hard. So it hit me so hard that I was literally knocked on my ass. So how do you get back up from that? So I've been having a tough time, and I keep going downhill, it seems like. And again, I still do Tai Chi. So talk to that to my fellow Tai Chiers. And they gave me some good stuff also, and it brings you to a different place. Robin, thanks so much for calling me today and chit-chatting with me. I also, during the challenges I was having when experiencing and what was brought up, and I'm sure it wasn't just me, my sister, my son, my daughter, my niece, my nephew, we all went. But when my mind, as it was challenged with all this, there were moments that I was having, okay, as I have shared with you, my mind would then take me to, okay, when loved ones become memories, those memories become treasures. Share those treasures with the ones you love. And that treasure piece was my mother, who was our glue. She loved when family came together, regardless of all our differences or arguments or disagreements, family together. And that's one thing we haven't been doing. My mom's been gone. We broke. We literally broke. And this was bringing us together, and it brought us together, and it surged us with such great energy to take my mom to see the Grand Canyon, and then to Sedona, and these places that she always wanted to go to and wanted to be at. And this just brought beauty in our family again, which it had been lost. So that in itself was beautiful. But at that moment before that, I was not aware of that. So I was still living in Mindville and believing everything I was thinking, which the importance of don't believe everything you think. And with that being said, see, I have my notes here. I wanted to share with you that when the importance of identifying your kryptonite, and then once you identify your kryptonite, you can work with that. Also, the importance of identifying when your mind and your body, and you got some kryptonite up in front of you, and everything comes together, it will cause you to be hit, just like if you're playing football and you got the ball and you're running and those two guys come from the side, which I don't know what their names are, and they crush you, and then somebody else lands on top of you. All that is happening. That's what it feels like. That's what I was going through, and still I'm kind of going through. So what I have learned was the importance of your glue. So, side note, in the craft world, it is my opinion that the first thing you should learn is about glue, because glue will make or break your project. And it's very important to know which glue works and which glue doesn't. And my mom used to have this, and I didn't bother to read that. So this is one of my favorite glues. It's called, from Crafter's Companion, Collal. And then this is the other one I love, which is Braille Art. Collal allows me to have some wiggle room. So because I'm visually impaired, I can use this, and it gives me time to move my project around before it sets. And then this one does not give me that. But now I know that. This Barely Art glue, it does not give me the wiggle room. But the beautiful thing, and also, the tops. You have to have all kind of different tops to do projects. So knowing what tops you're going to have and how much glue is coming out. But the important thing is that when the glue doesn't work, this is what happens. You spend all this time on a project, and then it comes apart. That's what happens when you don't have the right glue. And look how cute this project is. But now, can't use it. Or I might have to get rid of it. Either or. Also, our glue as mental athletes is the importance of self-care. So that's what I have realized, that going through all this stuff, I have been looking for answers where answers are not needed to be looked for. It's the simple act of caridad, self-care, please. And you know, with the right arm, the challenge with the right arm is that if I don't move it, the doctors have told me that I can become a frozen shoulder. And guess what? I've been there, done that, wore that shirt, took off that shirt, not planning to put that shirt back on. So I've been trying to move this and not give it time to rest. So it is beneficial for me to give my mind and my body time to rest and be aware of the kryptonite that gets the best of me, so then the stressors that I talked to you about before do not add to my vision not being able to see. Also, visual cues. My mother loved Snoopy, and then Snoopy always has a buddy. So the importance of always including your buddies. So I've talked to my husband, Terry, Lisa, my sister, my children, about the challenges I was having with regards to my mom, and also the challenges that I'm having, and also my Tai Chi family. And those talks in itself has caused some balance. Today, I finally realized that what I needed to do was self-care, because I was completely malfunctioning in every way, to include not being able to come here today as I am showing up and thinking that I wasn't going to make it. And yet here I am, and that's why I'm so late. But I want to thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you. Thank you again for spending time with me. And also remind you again, be aware of your kryptonite and the importance of self-care. That is our glue as mental athlete. Self-care, 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 self-care. Non-stop self-care. What does that mean for me? The nose, rescheduling appointments, not doing Tai Chi all the time, taking the time to sit back and being okay with not doing certain chores, to include eating some of these and not feeling any guilt, and also watching things that boost my mind and not take it down during this moments of self-care. And last but not least, being aware that self-care is like IT. You know how we call IT for our computers when they're having an anti-moment of working because they have a virus in them? So, self-care is us ITing ourselves, interrupting our thoughts for self-care. With that being said, have a beautiful night. Great hump day. Take good care of yourself. Until next time. Bye-bye.